So first is from Dave. Like I said, first is from Dave Rubin. This is what he was saying in a news segment talking about Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, talking about like he was basically saying, don't trust the scientists when it comes to vaccines or something like that. Or like basically saying like don't trust Trump's vaccine or something like that. So here is the clip. I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry, some technical difficulties. Not really, just some mild ones. Look at that smug asshole.
Right now, and as he said at the end,
and there's another ad coming up.
Trump to be out of office. So if
but before it started, like just a little background on Dave Rubin for those of you who don't know. He used to be on TYT, and then like he left TYT supposedly because he thought Cenk Uygur was treating Sam Harris badly, and so he
left.
Yeah, not the real reason he left. The real reason why he left is Anna Kasparian explained like he wanted a 6-figure check, he didn't get it. So like he just went
specifically a 6-figure salary for doing barely any work.
Well, yeah, like
most journalists don't get paid $100,000 a year.
And he's no journalist. He like fuck he's just an idiot. But over the years he went from being, the kind of, skeptical progressive, I guess, the kind of person who said, oh, I agree with Bernie a lot, I just don't think these ideas are viable or whatever. Like he loves ideas. He loves the free marketplace of ideas. But he eventually just became kind of a centrist. He started platforming more and more very unsavory people, like people like who talk about like race, IQ, science.
He followed the smell of money.
Yeah, he basically followed the smell of money. So like he went from being progressive to centrist to classical liberal, which is really just libertarian. And and that spurred some of his funniest moments, like his most like the last time he was on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan has kind of inadvertently made it clear that he doesn't want Rubin on his show anymore. And now he's just a full-on right-winger, standard Republican. As you can see with the watermark in the corner of the screen, he works with the Blaze Network now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not only using the right wing to make money, the right wing is using him, made very clear to him by Dennis Prager. It's like, you're literally only useful to us because you're gay. Like said, like, see, conservatives aren't gay. We have a gay man working on the Blaze. This is like, okay, don't let him anywhere near Steven Crowder because we know Steven Crowder's a fucking homophobic, like blatantly homophobic person.
Isn't Steven Crowder gay?
No.
Oh, he isn't?
No, like he was very famous for getting into his feud with Carlos Maza from Vox, calling him like lispy queer and everything like that.
Steven Crowder, he like dresses up and does like theater stuff. I don't know. He just always struck me as very gay.
He does that for trolling, I think, but I don't know. But let's get on with this fucking hilarious clip. And you'll have you all seen this clip yet?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay, well, here we go.
We're going to say trust the scientists, which is a silly notion, right? There's a lot of evil scientists out there. There's a lot of bad scientists out there. Have you ever seen a science fiction movie? I mean, not every scientist.
Oh my God, that's awful.
You know what happens in science. You're not.
What the hell?
There are often discoveries that then get debunked by things after that as we get finer instruments and more information. And science is often.
Oh my God, I'm losing brain cells right now.
Just stop it. I can't watch it.
Yeah, just stop.
That was all I wanted. That was all I wanted to show you.
Like 200 brain cells right now.
Worse than I was expecting. So that was so much worse than I was expecting.
There's 200 brain cells right now.
Okay, well, there's two major things with that. He said you can't trust scientists because evil scientists in science fiction movies exist. Basically, is what he said.
Have you ever seen it? That was his piece of evidence for why we're evil scientists. Have you ever seen a science fiction?
And then he said, like, you can't trust science because science is often in the business of debunking past science. That's not a point for not trusting the scientists.
Exactly.
That's a point for trusting science.
Yeah, because science is self-correcting.
He's He's such a moron.
Yeah.
So
Like he just disregards scientific process. Like what the hell?
I cringed. I think I cringed so hard. I can't think. It shut my brain off. The hard reset. Harry, you should have warned me. You should have warned me that it would be that stupid. I've never seen Dave Rubin that stupid.
Well, that's what I said earlier before we watched it. It's like Dave Rubin sinking to a new level of stupid, which
I
seems
didn't
almost
think it was
impossible
true.
for Dave
I
Rubin.
didn't think he was actually sinking to a new level of stupid. I didn't think that was possible.
Oh, did you think I was exaggerating?
Yeah.
Don't trust scientists because science fiction movies.
That was so
Oh,
fucking
God.
bizarre.
No, that was more than bizarre. That was just like, no.
Does
Like,
he
if you
need help? I feel bad for him. I feel like someone should go and check on him.
No.
Dave,
I
are you
really
okay?
there's some part of me that hopes that he doesn't believe what he actually said.
Well, the thing is, I think he does with like people like Alex Jones, like because his Alex Jones's show is very much like advertisement centered. That I don't think he really believes any of these things. Or actually, yeah, come to think of yeah, I don't think Dave Rubin really has an ideology in anything. I think he's legit that stupid. But yeah, like as we
If you
discovered
were a
earlier, like
fan-
he just follows the grift.
How could you be a fan of Dave Rubin, listen to that, and think, oh yeah, that's a normal thing to say? That's
Oh,
like,
I want to see what the comments on that video look like. Hold on.
oh my God.
Oh yeah, someone decided to kind of go along with it. Said the lockdowns will be in effect for a couple of weeks just to flatten the curve. A couple of weeks pass. Lockdowns will continue for a couple of months. A couple of months pass. The lockdowns will continue until vaccination is developed, even if it takes years. Vaccination is developed. No, it hasn't.
What? Wait,
Not
when
that
did- are they
not
saying
that
the vaccine
vaccination.
developed?
Another one. Don't take that one.
Oh my God.
Wait, when did they say the vaccine was developed?
Well, Trump is saying that there's going to be a vaccine developed before the election, and that's because they're skipping like all the third stage trials. I mean, there's the off
Oh.
chance that it does work, but if it doesn't, we're all screwed for a while
Yeah.
until we actually get a vaccine. So it's like we're in the twilight zone when the CDC and FDA comes out against Fauci, aka Satan's right hand man. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Satan's right hand man. Good
This whole Dr. Fauci like compared to Satan? What?
It does sound like Dr. Faustus, but
Why do I trust the person who put COVID patients in nursing homes and killed thousands? Okay, fair enough. That's a fair enough point about.
this is no. What it's showing is that everyone who likes Dave Rubin is as brain dead as he is.
I mean, yeah, it appears like it. Like a lot of those comments make no sense.
I don't think yet. I think this was more or less an offhanded comment in this whole 25-minute video. So I think there's
Oh,
not too many
okay.
people talking about it.
I see. Yeah, that was. I'm still like my brain is in recovery.
Yeah.
And
I'm
such a
still-
ridiculous
I'm
idea.
still trying to process that. Like, how can someone say something like that?
My brain is still in
So
recovery mode
stupid.
from taking in so many high-level important ideas.
That was beyond stupid.
Yeah, it's like,
It's just like
how can someone say that? Like,
I don't know if this was just a joke made by Michael Brooks or something. I don't know if he actually like said ideas are my cocaine. Apparently he takes actual cocaine if he has to think like fucking that. That's like
I mean,
honestly, that sounds
he's
like
rich now, isn't he? He can afford cocaine. That's what Robin.
I don't know how rich he is, but he's not struggling, that's for sure.
Well, that's what Robin Williams said about cocaine. Cocaine is God's way of telling you you have too much money.
I don't know, but I don't know. Either that or you have friends with too much money. But yeah, Dave Rubin has sunk to a new level of stupid, and that sounds like a very weird.
I didn't think that was possible.
yeah, you should have warned us. Like,
I wanted it to be authentic.
I'm
But-
like,
I don't know if I can like properly pay attention now for the rest of the show.
I don't
'Cause I
think
still
I'll be
can't
able to
get
get
past
through
that.
the rest. I don't think I'll be able to get through the rest of my day. I think I'll just be thinking the whole time, like, there's a person out there, and there are probably a lot of people out there, because of his platform, who believe that a good reason for not trusting science is science fiction movies.
Yeah. Remember that like weird political compass thing I showed you, where it's like it was literally someone, putting figures on the political compass how they thought they were placed. Like they had like Bernie and AOC like way up in like the authoritarian left quadrant, where they really belong in the libertarian left. Like they belong down there, and they had like Jordan Peterson in the libertarian left for some reason.
What?
Like, yeah.
No,
But
Jordan
they had
Peterson's more authoritarian than
he's definitely authoritarian, right? But yeah, they had Dave Rubin smack in the center. Like he's a real centrist.
That's retarded.
Anyone who thinks that anyone who thinks that Dave Rubin is actually like interested in the free marketplace of ideas and just is inquisitive and shit like that, no, he's not. He's just a fucking idiot and a grifter.
Yeah. I mean, that's retarded. No one can seriously think that. Especially after watching this. I mean, shit.
That was like, I don't know if that was worse or nearly as bad or as bad. Like it's definitely in the same realm of what the fuck as when Donald Trump said, "Inject bleach into your veins."
Well, but now I'm doubting myself. Did he say we can't? There are evil scientists out there. Have you ever seen a science fiction movie? Did he say?
Yeah, he said that. You just saw the video. You didn't dream that. You aren't high, Alex. I know. Are you?
No, I'm not. But that was.
Okay.
I can't process that. I can't process that a human being would say that.
Yeah, like, I mean, all the schooling you go through, and you just think that, like, what?
Yep.
I can't believe he wrote a book.
Well, no one read it, so who knows what's in it? But
well, he doesn't. I don't think he reads. I don't think he reads.
I think he got a ghostwriter. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a ghostwriter.
But I don't think he did. Have you read some of the lines in it? It's pretty fucking incoherent and inarticulate. But I mean, also, I mean, I don't know. It's just like because he misuses a lot of phrases. I don't know, man. I'm my brain is like not functioning because of that.
Yeah.
Even as an idiot, I don't think he reads. I don't think he thinks. The fact that he's managed to write a book and get a platform talking about political issues, the fact that he can say science fiction movies are evidence that there are evil scientists and that's why we shouldn't trust the science. I mean, holy shit. Like, what more is there? We're living in the end times.